Why does my hair keep doing this? So, today is still Friday, by the way, but I just edited the last vlog to try and get it over and done with. And I shouldn't have done that because I had more to add here. But Steven's wonderful drug addict aunt just left a voicemail a little while ago on the house phone saying, I'm gonna be over today to visit you, Ma. So I'm not even sticking around to deal with that. Because by right I should listen to what she's saying to her and what lies she's telling her, but I don't care anymore. This is all gonna be over with very soon. And like, the thought of even having to deal with this woman right now, I started shaking because she enrages me. Like, I don't understand how you can steal thousands of dollars from your mother, whine to her that you need a house because you're leaving your husband, so she gives you the money for a down payment for a house that you can't even fucking keep because you lost it within a year. She didn't even live there for a goddamn year. She didn't make one mortgage payment and she got evicted from the house. So she just enrages me, and I don't know if she's gonna actually show up or not, but I'm not dealing with it. I'm not gonna stay there and deal with it right now, so I do kind of want to see if someone drops her off or if she has a car, but she's not. I mean, she didn't say what time she was going, so I have no idea. It's only 1:14 right now, and I don't have to go get Aiden until 2, so I'm gonna go somewhere. I can't deal with it. Plus, she's always an asshole and will park in the driveway and box us in, no matter what. So, like, when I first heard her call, I moved my car all the way to the end of the driveway so she wouldn't be able to get in if she wanted to. And then I was just like, screw it, I'm not sticking around for this. Although she'll probably be there by the time I get back with Aiden, which is just gonna be wonderful. I kind of think I'll drive by the house, and if there's a car there, I'm not gonna go in the house until she leaves. I'll take Aiden somewhere else. Man, why do I have to deal with this on top of everything else right now? This was the main thing I didn't want was for her to start coming back again, because she just tips the scales on everything sucking. It already sucks to begin with, and she just makes it 100 times worse. So yeah, I know if I don't talk about this, I'll end up forgetting what I wanted to say over the weekend, so I just figured I would stick this in here now. My nose is like super stuffed because I didn't grab my nose spray before I left. I did lock our door downstairs, so I mean, she's a thief, and it worries me every time she freaking shows up that something's gonna go missing. And now that she hasn't been over there since my computer and everything has been upstairs, so I worry about that too, because I don't want all my expensive shit right where she can grab at it. I'm gonna shut up for now. I don't know where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go shopping somewhere, I guess, but I'll talk to you guys later on. I got home, she was here, no car, she got dropped off, and now she thinks she's staying the weekend. So Steven came home from work, he's up there screaming. Screaming at her. His dad called, screaming at her. Before he came home or anything, like when I first came home, all I did was come down here. I friggin' heard her get money out of his grandmother. Like, she went to go get her purse and she was like, here's money so you can get a haircut. Like, you have not seen your mother in over a year and a half, and all you care about is getting money out of her. Like, I'm shaking again because I'm so mad. I can't believe this fucking woman. So now she thinks she's staying here all weekend. I don't know who dropped her off because I was not home when she got dropped off. When I pulled in, I didn't think she was here because there was no car in the driveway. And then I heard his grandma actually asked, what happened to the Taurus I gave you? The Ford Taurus. Oh, the transmission went to hell. I need a new car. she's so fucking predictable and so unbelievable at the same time. Like, we know exactly what's gonna come out of her mouth, but it's still unbelievable that she can keep doing this. I kind of want to go listen to what he's saying, but she's like, everything out of her mouth is a lie. She's an addict, her son is an addict, and all they do is lie. If anybody has ever had a drug addict in their family, or like known someone, like, I have sympathy for addicts who actually want to get their lives together and like go to rehab and get better afterwards. Like Steve-O, for example. I love Jackass. I always loved Jackass, and I am so proud of him for getting better because he was really bad. These people, they have no intention of getting better. They just want to keep doing drugs. And like, I don't want her staying here. I don't want this around my son. I don't want this in the environment that I'm living in. So Steven called his dad, and he said he was like, he said that Grandma has to go in a nursing home. I can't take care of her anymore. My wife can't take care of her anymore. He was crying. And his dad was like, yeah, I know that has to happen now, and so now it's only a matter of time. But he's up there screaming. I don't want him to have like a freaking stroke or something now. Alright, so I just wanted to update you on what's going on. I got this crap to deal with all weekend. I need to do my spring release tomorrow. I don't know what I'm gonna do, so I might have to delay it. I don't want to, but I don't know. I'll talk to you guys later on. Woo! You might just get an extra vlog this week because I'm gonna have way too much to say to put this all in one video. I think this weekend is just gonna be a vlog in itself. I'm going to Home Depot right now to get, what do you call it? Bubble wrap. And to get out of the house so that I can rant. So she's still there. She's still in the house. Isn't this a cute jacket? I was looking for forever, just a side note, for a jean jacket that had like hoodie sleeves and a hood. And I finally found one, and I'm super excited. And it's really comfy. Because I like jean jackets. I love the way they look, but I hate the sleeves because they're always too stiff. So I had seen these all over the place. And then of course when I went looking for one for me, I couldn't find one. I ended up getting this off of Torrid's website. Okay, so she's still at the house. I mean, you gotta have giant balls and audacity to still stay the night, even though Steven was screaming at her that she's not welcome there. Oh my god, I can't. She's fully, I can guarantee you her plan was to come. She said, I want to make amends with everybody. I'm just trying to make things right. You know how many times she's done that in the past? You can't trust the woman. So she's friggin' crying and boo-hooing about that last night, and he still said, I don't want to make amends with you. You can't stay here. You need to leave. And she's still fucking here. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. He gave her till noon, and all she's doing is lounging on the couch like she always does, watching TV. I was so pissed off last night. I'm like, she has not been here to visit her mother in over a year and a half. And she comes, within an hour she gets money out of her, and then she freaking thinks she's just gonna stay and make herself at home. I have so much shit to do today, and I'm so freaking aggravated because she's like in the way. So I can guarantee you we're gonna have a fight this afternoon if noontime rolls around and she's not gone. I'm so I'm fired up and I'm ready to freaking punch something. This is why Aiden is not with me, because I know I'm gonna swear a lot in this. But like, how ballsy can you be? This is like, she trumps her fucking sister and brother with my anger right now. Like, all the time. She's 100 times worse than anybody else I've ever dealt with. And she's like telling his grandma that the car that she... if you haven't seen my vlogs, just to sum it up, she does not have a driver's license. Like, I looked it up, okay? I had her social security number because his grandma has it written down for some reason, and you can check that on the DMV website. She does not have a license in her name in the state of Massachusetts. So all the time she's been driving around, she has no freaking license, and I don't know how she hasn't been caught. But long story short, a couple of years ago, it was the year before last, his grandma had been paying for her car insurance. The car was in his grandma's name. We didn't know this until I found out because his grandma had me start paying everything online. Everything was in his grandma's name. So that car that her son crashed, he crashed it like a mile from his house, not even a mile, and friggin' fled the scene. And then she panicked and called and reported it stolen, which was a huge clusterfuck because they sent an investigator and everything grilling his grandmother about why was your car all the way out there. And she had to come up with this elaborate story about, oh, I stayed the night at my daughter's house, and then it got stolen from her driveway, and they knew it was bullshit. Like, these investigators do this for a living. I knew it was bullshit. It was found a mile from their house. So, after that happened, and the car was found, because the cops found it, obviously, it was just abandoned. She didn't have a car because it was totaled, and she took the Taurus that was his grandma's car that his grandma didn't drive anymore because she stopped driving, and that was like my grocery getter, like the car I used when I needed to run an errand or something, you know? So, I mean, I'm happy I got my own car now, but she just had to have that car. She was on it, on it, on it. And then as soon as she freaking took that car, we didn't hear from her for a while. And then the next time she showed up, she friggin', that was when she took the credit card information for the last time. And then it was a 1.5 years now since she's been gone, and then she fucking shows up, and holy shit, I could freaking kill her right now because I'm so freaking angry. I don't know why I parked down here, but there's nobody here, so I can freaking finish talking about what I'm talking about. So yeah, this is my weekend right now. I hope to God she leaves today, because if she doesn't, then it's gonna be another screaming match, and friggin' I can't. But just I wanted to catch you up on what's going on, because I don't I don't know what else is gonna transpire this weekend, but it's not good. At least, like, she knows that we don't want her there, and she's still got the audacity to stay, because I can guarantee you, whoever she's staying with, she's fucked them over and they kicked her out and she has nowhere to go. I can't freaking... She's unbelievable that she still had the gall to come over after all this time of not seeing her mother, not checking in on her or anything, and asking her for money. Like, I haven't even gone upstairs because I can't deal with her. And I can't do this all weekend because I feel like I'm sitting around doing nothing, and I have so much stuff to do. So I'm not gonna feel uncomfortable in my own house like this. Like, I can't. The only bright side of this is that Steven's dad finally said she's definitely going to a nursing home. So it's only a matter of time that I just have to hang in there now, like I've been hanging in for this past year, until this is over with, because after that we're not gonna have to ever freaking see her again. So not his grandma, his aunt, because there's not gonna be no need for her to be coming over to the house. But yeah, her plan, and I can guarantee you that this is what her plan was, because she's so freaking predictable. Her plan was to come over, think she's gonna apologize to everybody, and then be like, I need to stay here and take care of my mom, and blah, 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 blah. She already gave her pills this morning. She gave her the wrong fucking pills. She gave her the afternoon ones instead of the morning ones. I'm like, I don't need her screwing her up for the week now. You make one little adjustment with her pills and she's all fucked up forever. Screwing her up for the week, and then I have to deal with that. And like, it's very obvious that she's not working. She doesn't have a job or anything. She's just laying around on the couch all day. worked at Dunkin' Donuts for the longest time, and like she's trying to say that she still works there. I'm like, there's no way that woman works full time. She's never at fucking work. Every time she's ever stayed over our house, which has been multiple times to my dismay because she thinks she can just come over and stay whenever she wants, she freaking always, if she did go to work, like years ago when she would stay over, it was only for like 4-hour shifts. That is not full time. I don't care where you work, that's not full time. So I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna get my bubble wrap, and then I gotta go home and start doing work. And the Peapod, the groceries are coming within the next 2 hours too, if they're not already there by the time I get home. So Steven's home, hence why I don't have Aiden. Yeah, so I was hoping Steven's dad would come down this weekend now because of all this, but I don't think he's going to. Probably next weekend because of this, but she damn well better not think she's staying here all week. She kept using the phone last night. Like, she doesn't have her cell phone, her son has it, because she kept calling her son, and I checked the phone number on the Xfinity thing, and it was her cell phone that she was calling. So like the house phone kept calling because she's got everybody calling her there instead of freaking, I can't deal with this. So I'm off to go get my bubble wrap and stop complaining, but I had to get some of this out because I was stressed. Am stressed, still stressed, so I'll talk to you guys later on. Today is Monday. You want to say hi?
Hi.
And what a friggin' weekend it was. But I'm gonna save that for after I drop Aiden off because I'm gonna start swearing again. I think that I'm gonna put 2 videos up this week, 2 vlogs, because like I said, I already edited last week's, and now I know this one's gonna be long because I have way too much to talk about, and if I cut too much out, you're not gonna have the full story of what's going on. So I might just cut it today, edit it from the weekend and today, and upload that this week. So there'll be 2, and then the rest of it can go up the normal time next week. But oh man, I'm so it's like the crap was bad before, and now we've got the one person that I didn't want coming back in our lives. Boom, just shows up. So I'll talk about that after I bring Aid, because I don't want to be swearing in front of him, and I have a lot to say. I love you. You look half asleep. Say bye.
Bye.
I will talk to you guys in a few minutes. Alright, let me start this by saying I hate this friggin' angle. I need to figure out something else for my camera because, oh my god, my double chin is very prominent when I film from this angle. But now I can chat about the weekend. So his friggin' aunt, after he screamed at her that she wasn't welcome, she still stayed there. She didn't leave until 4 o'clock yesterday. Not yesterday. Was it yesterday? 4 o'clock Saturday. Because she stayed Friday night and she did not leave. Which she was calling everybody she could think of to try and get them to come get her, and nobody wanted to come get her. Because I can check the phone logs. She kept using our house phone because her son had her cell phone. I knew that because she kept calling her own cell phone to talk to him, and he would just keep hanging up on her because he's, mind you, he's only a couple years younger than me, so he's a grown-ass fucking man, and he's attached to mommy's teat all the time. Like, it's a sick relationship when they're together, and when she's not on him, watching him like a child, he's off gallivanting, doing whatever the hell he wants. So him and his friends were like, friend of whatever, they must have been running drugs all that day because she kept calling. They were supposed to pick her up by 2, didn't show up. She kept calling. They were hanging up on her. And then when someone did finally come to pick her up, it was some young guy. Like, what the hell is she doing, a 50-something-year-old woman with some young guy? It's someone she's got running drugs for her. Like, so the when noon rolled around and she still was just sitting there on the couch watching TV, Steven offered to take her home, which I knew that wasn't going to happen because she doesn't want anybody to know where she's living right now or where she's staying. Sorry about the sun glare. There's really nothing I can do about it right now. But yeah, so that didn't work. She kept saying, this was one of the things that pissed me off. She was like, Steven, I'm going to stay until my mother says I have to leave. And then his grandmother stuck up for her and was like, she doesn't have to go, she'll go when I say. Which, like, normally, whenever this would happen before, Steven didn't really tell her to leave or anything because he didn't want to upset his grandmother because it's her house and everything. But now he's done with that. Like, we're both done with that shit. She's not in her right mind anymore. She gave the woman fucking money again within an hour of her being there. Even though we've drilled it into her so many times, do not let her know you have any money anymore. So his grandmother pissed me the fuck off because that was like a freaking kick in my face. I'm the one there taking care of her all the goddamn time, wasting my life away, and she's gonna stick up for her, the friggin' drug addict that hasn't been around for a year and a half? So at that point, when I heard that she wasn't leaving, I thought she was gonna try and stay all weekend. I went upstairs in my office, like, stomped all the way to the office, slammed the door, and blasted music because I was just so fucking pissed off at that point. And then it was a little while later, I was getting the groceries because we had Peapod, the delivery, and she said something to Steven about she doesn't have any intentions of staying another night, she's just waiting for her ride. This was at like 10 o'clock in the morning that she said that or whatever. And I was like, good, because you're stressing me the fuck out. And it felt so good to say that, and she didn't say anything. So I'm trying to like come up with everything else that happened that day. Like I said, she kept using the house phone, calling people and calling her son. Nobody was answering. I heard her in the bathroom upstairs, because if you're in the bathroom downstairs, you can hear everything going on in the bathroom upstairs. And she was helping her do something, get dressed or something, and I heard her say, oh, your ears aren't pierced anymore? And his grandma was like, no, they closed up. And she's like, oh, I'll take your earrings then. She's just trying to, she's so desperate, she's trying to find anything she can to sell. And then, like, it was a little while later, she friggin', Steven's grandpa used to be an artist. He was an artist, and there's paintings of his all over the house. There's a ton downstairs that, like, there's no room to hang and stuff. And then Steven's favorite painting, which his grandfather did, it's like, he was a very, like, abstract artist for the most part, and he has this one painting that's, like, all paint splotches that just looks like a bunch of orange and yellow and green paint splotches, but if you look at it a certain way, there's, like, Adam and Eve, and, like, Steven's dad always told him that was supposed to be Steven's dad and Steven's mom. So that's, like, Steven's favorite painting that he wants to have whenever we have our own house someday, hung up somewhere. I guess his grandmother never liked it, so it's not hanging anywhere in the house. But anyways, his aunt was sitting upstairs saying, I need one of Dad's paintings. Of course, under my breath, I'm like, what, for the house you don't have anymore? Or to sell? So, and then, of course, the next thing out of her mouth, I want the one of the naked people. I'm like, of course that would be the one you want. The one that Steven is, like, adamant about keeping. That's the only one he really super duper wants, and his dad already told him it's his. So Steven went upstairs to have a cigarette to go outside, and she asked him, Steven, do you remember that painting of the naked people that was like all splotches, and when you turned it a certain way you could see two naked people? And at first he acted, he was playing dumb, and then he's like, oh yeah, that's supposed to be my mother and my father. She's like, no it's not, that was done before they even got together, which is bullshit. And then he's like, yeah, I remember it, my father has it in Vermont. So that shut her up. That was the end of asking for paintings. But like the audacity, all she does is ask for shit and take. And his grandmother just keeps giving stuff to her. She's an enabler. She keeps friggin' denying it when we tell her she is, but she's an enabler. I'm like, you're like all those people on that friggin' Dr. Phil show you love so much, enabling their heroin addict children and prostitute children to keep doing shit. Giving them enough money to go get high again for the night. So after she left, and I was very proud of him for this, Steven flipped out on his grandmother. He's like, what have I done to you to deserve this much disrespect? Like, he was screaming, and he never gets upset with her because he doesn't want to upset her like everybody else. Everybody's so scared of upsetting Marie. He was like screaming. He's like, I've been taking care of you for 5 fucking years, and this woman, who's a disrespectful piece of shit, just keeps coming in and taking and upsetting you and everything else. She's a waste of space. She's a waste of life. It went on for like a good 40 minutes of him just screaming. And I was very happy that he did that, but then again, she's not going to remember any of it. And the big thing that he said to her was, she is not going to start coming around and staying for the night, staying a week at a time like she did last time, because she would just come. She had a car before, but she used to just come. Sometimes she would get dropped off, and on the time she got dropped off, we knew she wasn't fucking leaving for several days because she had no ride. And he's like, she is not gonna start doing this again because we're gonna fucking leave, and then no one's gonna fucking take care of you because nobody wants to, and you're gonna end up in a nursing home, which she's going anyway. I'm like, that is my one, what's the word, solace? Like, the one calming factor here is that in a month or something, hopefully his dad gets this done as quickly as possible, but she will finally be going, and then we won't have to worry about the aunt anymore. But my God, what a friggin' weekend. So that's that. That's pretty much, I don't think I forgot anything. But then her other daughter called her yesterday, wanted to take her out, and she was like thinking about it. So she said, all right, I'll call you back in a half an hour and see if you want to go. And she never called her back. Like, both her daughters are, oh my God, shitty people. They're just both shitty people. And like, when she first called, I was like, watch this. I bet Marianne called her crying that Steven yelled at me and told me I wasn't welcome in the house, and then she was gonna yell at him saying, this isn't your house, she can come see her mother whenever she wants. Yeah, come visit. This is exactly what Steven said to his aunt when he was screaming at her. He was like, you can come visit, that's your mother, visit her whenever you want, but then fuck off. Like, do not stay the night. There's no reason to be staying the night. Stay in 3 days, stay in a week. It just gets me so aggravated that she's got that much audacity after all this time of not seeing her, mainly because she knew she did wrong and she stole her friggin' credit card information, to pay a $500 overdue Comcast bill instead of her mortgage, of all things. Like, I would have had more respect if she paid an important bill like that other than her fucking Comcast bill, so that she can just laze around in a drug haze on the couch all day watching cable. But she didn't show up for that long, mostly because of that. Like, at least she has some form of shame in that, but then to come around after all that time and get money out of her within the first hour, saying that you need a haircut because you look like shit. I don't know how she thought that I wasn't going to hear that or tell Steven that she already got money out of her, because I was right downstairs. You can hear clear as a bell his grandmother going to her room, coming back, handing her money and saying, here, I want you to get a haircut Sunday. And I even said to his grandma, I'm like, you'll find out when the next time you see her, her hair hasn't been cut and it's still just as shitty looking as it was. She looks like a skeleton. She didn't eat anything the entire time she was there, which I would have gotten pissed off if she was eating my food anyway. I hope this is coming to an end soon with the nursing home thing, because I cannot deal with it anymore. this is so, like, it's stressful, and then having to worry about her coming around again. It was, like, you guys have seen how stressful my life has been the past 6-7 months. I don't even know how long I've been doing these vlogs now, but add her on top of it, because I wasn't doing these vlogs before when she was coming in and out all the time. It's just, it's way too much. Like, I'm gonna explode from aggravation. So before she left, she said something to her like, I'll see you at noon. So I thought that meant she was gonna come over yesterday. I was waiting for it. But I'm hoping it's not sometime this week when Steven's not home and I'm there to deal with it by myself. Because she wants to take her out, and I'm like, how is she gonna do that? She has no license. And we even told his grandmother, we're like, you go out with her in some random car that's not registered to her without a license, and she gets pulled over, she's gonna get arrested, the car's gonna get impounded, and you're gonna be stuck because neither one of us are gonna come get you because you went with her stupidly knowing she doesn't have a license. And part of me wants to just, if that happens and she comes with some car, I'm gonna get the license plate, call the police, and report it that somebody is driving around in a car without a license. Like, I don't know what else to do to drill it into his grandmother that she's being a fucking idiot. And then all the time he's yelling at her and telling her all these things, like he told her stuff again this morning, like she starts coming around again, we are gone. And it's just in one ear and out the other. She doesn't want to hear it. She's gonna do what she wants to do. If Marianne comes over again and wants to stay, she's gonna let her. And it's gonna be a huge fight. I'm not dealing with this shit anymore. I know she didn't expect me to start yelling, I know that, but fucking, I'm done with it. I am quiet most of the time, like 99% of the time, but you cross me enough and I will freaking rage. So I'm so done with this entire situation. For 5 years, 4.5, 5 years. I don't even remember when we moved there. I've been not wanting to live where I'm living and just doing it because we cared about her and friggin' want to take care of her. And now with everything that's gone downhill with her health and the repeated stints in the hospital and then thinking that she's gonna go to a nursing home and it doesn't happen, I'm over it. I am so over it. So this is like 14 minutes long now. I'm gonna have to make this a separate video the past few days. I'll go home and edit it and then upload it later on, but that's it for now. I'm gonna try and calm down. I gotta go to the store. I'm at Walmart right now, so I need to find my pen actually. If I can find it, there it is. Alright. Some guy being very suspicious walking through the parking lot here. Alright, I will talk to you guys later on.